What gives you peace is to really understand the interplay of those two forces. Same like in the very beginning. What gives you peace is the understanding whatever rises will decline. Once you really grasp it and understood this deeply, whatever rises will disappear. Whatever appears will disappear. So what's the conclusion? I won't put my whole being upon whatever arises, or I also won't put my whole being into whatever disappears. Because I just meanwhile have seen it. Whatever appears, disappears. The main question is, who is the one who is able to realize it? That is the stable point. That is the stable point. That is the one that doesn't come from somewhere and that doesn't go anywhere. It's there, present at all times. And this is where you stay. This is where the mind stays. And then suddenly, like everything that happens in the world, it's like you can witness it, but be free of yourself being hooked upon anything. You just see it. You just see it's unfolding.
What are the signs that someone is off balance?
You're just unhappy with your life. You're continuously running after something. You're still searching. Maybe your emotional states are like unpredictable. Unhealthy signs of the body, pain in the body, not able to sleep at night, not able to enjoy, even if it's a beautiful, sunny, free day with your family, being with your children, but not being able to stay present there. Things like this, little things. But I very quickly learned to actually look what is my doing. Okay? So every time I feel, hey, this is unfair, I'm again in a situation where I feel like getting defensive, it's always easy, of course, to look and say, what was your part in it? But it's interesting actually to ask then, okay, where was my part in all of this? How could it even develop until this type of point that I now have to face this? So, and then certainly a few things also were revealed to myself. Yeah, and this means, for example, in the past there were simply moments where I was not able to hold my proper boundaries. Let's call it like this. I wasn't able to withstand my no and stick as a no. Regardless of what reasons. My reasons in the past were because I felt somehow in a way I felt pity for the other person and felt like, come, I can handle it. So let's just make it right for the other person, even if it feels unfair to me, but I feel like I can take it better than the other person. Nevertheless, I didn't hold my boundary. And then things just started developing all over. And at some point, it was just really, I was faced with the consequences of, yeah, okay, now I see where all of this is coming from. Because I should have stuck to my a no is a no.
Was this a relationship?
You could call it like this, yes. It was more like a internal, let's call it teacher-student relationship. Your thoughts are starting to just be around a few topics over and over again. Even if you feel like you don't want to think about it, it pops up. If at some point you had the chance already to think about it, it's gentle first. If you ignore it, it comes later again, but there is something that follows you inside of you, so in your life. That's not like you're just contemplating about something all the time. Should you not? Should you not? Until at some point it really feels unbearable. You feel like something is demanding a final decision from you. So You can postpone it, but this internal dialogue becomes more strong. And then in the same way also means on the outside things can appear that also seemingly point you towards something. As within as without. The more the internal conflicts become, the more it's probably going to express in a way also in your surroundings. And this is also the point where I feel like this whole idea of becoming more aware, really like staying with yourself, contemplating what are you made out of? But what are you made out of, especially not only to what you feel is like the positive things about you. What are you made out of means this is where the picture coming from. On the one side the Buddha face, and on the other side the demon. We all have it. We all have it. The question is only, do you know this about yourself? Do you know the dark sides of yourself? Only when you look into the dark, it becomes light. Only when the dark is being seen, light enters. There is no other way than looking into the dark. Meaning also to really, really acknowledge what people, not you in general, like, where does your shame come from? Do you carry any type of guilt inside of you? Any type of resentment, any negativity, any frustration, all of this. I think there's no way than facing all of it. It's uncomfortable, it's not nice, but once it's seen, it's not a problem anymore. Once it's seen, it is being integrated. Only when you like try to hide things away, live a life in order that nobody sees it and you don't want to spend time there. So this is like you're running away from yourself. To truly realize the bandwidth and the strength of what you truly are means you have both sides. Nothing bad about it. This is the capacity we carry as human beings. Yeah? And ultimately it is consciously navigating. You know what sides you possess, which sides do you want to bring out. But be conscious about what you have. This is what I feel like is the greatest strength that we have. But to be ignorant, it backfires. And people, situations, especially partnerships, they're gonna trigger this out of you. This is